Hello everybody, welcome to Budgets and Dice. My name's Abby and this is my channel about our journey to pay off £26,000 worth of debt. We're a family of 3 in the southeast of England. This video is my monthly savings count up and cash condensing. The first one of these I've done on video, so we'll just see how this goes. So I've got here my budget planner. I've already written up the information to get things going. So let's start with the debt review. So at the start of the month on the credit card, we started with £8,885.84p. I paid on £250, and that is from the completion of the Wise Owl Savings Challenge. We were charged £7 in interest, so the balance at the end is £8,642.54. Actual difference of £243. My family loan at the start was £6,732.25. I paid £200, no interest, so balance at the end £6,532.25. So as at today, our debt is £15,174.79. Okay, so we're making progress. So let's now move on to the savings count up. So I've got 2 binders to count up today. This is our Sinkings Fund binder. This is actually all digital, and in here is just placeholders. But I like to count it up from here just so I've got something physical. And then the second bit here is the savings challenges, which is this, and we also condense this down because it is too full, and the Wise challenge. So let us start with the sinking funds. Let me move this aside, make sure everything's in there. Yep, excellent. So clubs, it has nothing because I've just signed my son up for swimming lessons, so the money that was in here I used to pay for the first month of swimming lessons, so that is empty. Definitely needs something put in. The car maintenance has 500, 600 and 50, 70, 90, so £690. There was close to £900 in there earlier this month, but I've just paid for both of our cars to be serviced, so that's gone down a little bit from the start of the month. The emergency fund only has £150 in it. Again, this had about had £450 in at the start of the month, but had to pay to have my front door adjusted, so it was fire compliant, and that cost me £300. So the emergency fund took a hit this month. Parking, this is to pay for our car parking permit that we need for our second car at the end of the year. So there's £550 in here. Christmas, we've got 250 in Christmas. Holidays, this is for Butlins. We have 120, 40, so £140. This is just for the spending money because we are paying for the actual holiday by monthly payments, which you'll see, or have seen in the budget, and you will see it the next month's budget too. Disney Plus has £20 in it. That renewed recently, so we just put £10 a month in there. Home insurance is fully funded with 50, 70, 90. Sorry, 50, 70, 80. Okay. There used to be another one in here for Missy, but obviously we had to pay to have her put to sleep on Friday, so all the money from there is gone. But we had it, so at least that was something, rather than having, you know, to go into debt to pay for it. It was traumatic as it was. At least I didn't then have to find money. I had it ready. Car insurance, this is for my husband's next year car insurance renewal. I think it actually might be later this year. So 150, 60, so it's £160. And this here is Disneyland. So our hope is to take our son to Disneyland in November, so Christmas time next year, so 2026. And this is money I got as a bonus from work, so I just put this aside. We don't plan on adding to it anytime soon. It's just there accruing a bit of interest for us. One bonus a year, I felt I should keep it rather than put it straight on the debt, but others may disagree. Let me just grab my calculator and we can add this up. So 690, 150, 550, 250, 140, 20, 80, 160 and 1,500 comes to £3,540. You notice I haven't got values for last month, and that is because I have been slipping on my count up, and I haven't actually done a savings count up since last December, so 5 months ago. So it has gone up by £1,970. 1,500 was that bonus. So it means our savings has gone up by £470, which is not bad considering we had to pay for the front door and for Missy, which is not bad, I don't think. But obviously now we're doing the videos, we will be more up to date with this, and we'll be able to see every month what's happening. Okay, so the next one is the savings challenges. So that's here. Off to the side here, I've got some notes that I'm going to condense this down with. This is just the 250 I took out of the Wise Owl Savings Challenge early this week to go back to the bank. So it's all money going back to the bank. Let's quickly grab the calculator and do the coin challenge. Okay, so in the coin challenge is £41.80. So just under £10 to go to finish that one off. Okay, so number one is roll and save. We've got 20, 40, 5, 51 in here. I'll just change this and these for a 10. Put these back in. Number 2 is Tweedledum versus Tweedledee. I've run out of room. Never mind. So, here. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 5, 80, 5, £85. So change these two 10s for 20, oopsie, and change this £10 and this £10 for another 20. So 85 in there. Number 3 is pumpkin pie. So we've got 10, 15, 20. So I'll just pop 20 back in and move all this off to the side. So £20. Number 4 is We Come in Peas. And in here we have got £12. It's not bad considering this week was the first week that got any money. Number 5 is the tour of SB Zoo. This one was a brand new one this week, and it got a lot of money this week. So let's have a look. See. So we have got 10, 20, 30, 5, £40. So move all of this to the side. Put 2 20s in. £40. £40 in a week. Madness. Absolute madness. 40. And lastly is No Problema. So there's a lot of change in this one. So we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 69, interesting, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 69, it's interesting. Clearly gone wrong because this is supposed to save 65 and we're already over that. So yes, seem to have gone very wrong somewhere with this. Anyway, let's condense it anyway. So 50. So I'm going to leave the 9 in pound coins. So I still do have some change in here. So I'll leave the 9 in there. And so this is 60, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, yes, £60. So 20, 60 in notes. Interesting. Not sure what happened there. Unless it was, we did have split, splat, splot in here a few weeks ago, and that challenge makes you put £5 extra into another challenge, so it may have ended up in there. So 69, right, that's better. That closes now, so that's fantastic. And lastly, to count up, is the Wise Owl Challenge. So let's start from back here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, £215 in there. Right then, let's count. Get the calculator out and count this up. So 51, 85, 20, 12, 40, 69, £41.80, and 215 is £533.80. Last December it was higher, but obviously we've paid off. We've completed the 1k challenge since then, so that would have been included in there and gone back off. So right here at the bottom is just my personal. I don't really count this towards. So this is our family, you know, progress. This is just my little savings note to myself, and it's just the Colour Crush and how that's going. So we have got 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, £585. Okay. So that is that. It's now obviously the last week of the month, so I will be doing a video at some point later this week, closing down last month's budget, and basically detailing next month's budget, all in here. So that will be sometime later this week. Lastly, before we go, I'd just like to say thank you so much to everybody that watches my videos. I now have, I think, as at today, 13 subscribers, so we're in the double digits, which is madness. We've only been at this a month, so thank you all very much for everybody that watches and likes and comments, and thank you for the well wishes regarding Missy following my video yesterday. So I hope everybody has a good week, and everybody had a nice bank holiday weekend. I will see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.